We don't have 10 tradies in the parliament. We don't have 10 disabled people in the parliament. We don't have 10 teachers in the parliament. So this is a pretty significant representation. Are we being told now that we're not happy with that? They're not happy with that. I mean, at the end of the day, people don't quite understand what a voice in the Constitution means. But I note that, and Australians wouldn't know what is meant by voice in the Constitution, and that Australians, we were told, will decide at a referendum whether a voice should be written into the Constitution. How can they decide that if, as you just said, they don't know what it is?
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, there's all this talk, but the referendum has to go to the Australian people, and it was pretty clear what our previous referendum was all about, and Australia, overwhelmingly supported Indigenous Australians with that one. But this one is completely unclear. I don't believe it's not representative of the want for all Indigenous people. Again, there's over 700,000 of us. It's not as if we all think the same. And again, we've got 10 representatives within Parliament. I mean, they just don't know how to solve these issues. And I've got a fair idea of how we might go about it. It's just about stop attempting to reinvent the wheel and creating more bureaucracies.
And do something about the problems that you've identified in the Northern Territory, which are far, far more important. I'd like to talk to you down the track about this. This is about truth-telling. Apparently a truth-telling commission, whatever that is, and a treaty ahead of the Indigenous voice in Parliament. I mean, I thought a treaty was between two separate countries. So, I mean, Australians are not ignorant or uninterested, but they don't understand what is meant. I assume truth-telling commission, I don't know what it is. Jacinta, we could talk all night. I mean, the key here is you're going into the Parliament and you hope you'll get some justice for those people in the Northern Territory, Indigenous people, who have been ignored in terms of the violence that they've suffered.
Exactly right. The most marginalised exist in some of the remote parts of the country. Yeah. We have a huge middle class of Aboriginal people doing all right. So you're not automatically disadvantaged because you're Indigenous, but those that really are marginalised are those whose first language is not English, who do live in those remote parts of the country, and that's where the focus should be, not on the elites who are taking things like a voice to Parliament and treaties forward in this country.
Yeah, and Layla, the little girl, the 15-year-old, found raped and hanging from a tree with plant material in her buttocks at Tennant Creek. And Jacinta wanted the federal government to address that issue. She got absolutely nowhere. You'll always have a forum here, Jacinta. Lovely to talk to you. Congratulations and good luck in all you do, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you very much, Alan.
It's
always a pleasure being able to talk.
Senator Price, and she can sing as well.